BSc third year students on the topic photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the synthesis of carbohydrates from sunlight, water and carbon dioxide by the green plants. In 1640s, von Helmont found that in 5 years, as a willow plant increased its weight to 33 times, the soil lost only 56.7 grams of matter. He thought that vegetation is only water, and he observed that water is a necessary ingredient for photosynthesis. Later on, in 1772, Joseph Priestley observed that foul air produced during burning of candles or animal respiration could be converted into pure air, oxygen, by the green plants. And in 1779, John Eichenholz observed that the purification of air is carried out by green plants only in the presence of sunlight. Priestley in 1880 discovered that there is something present in leaves which is responsible for the process of photosynthesis, and Cavendish named that something as chlorophyll, which remains present on the green leaves in mesophyll cells, and the primary pigments for photosynthesis. There are primary and secondary pigments necessary for the photosynthesis. Chlorophyll is the most important primary photosynthetic pigment, which usually exists in chloroplast and through which the light energy gets converted into chemical energy. Besides chlorophyll or primary pigments, there are secondary pigments like carotenoids and phycobilians, which take active part in the process of photosynthesis. Chlorophyll pigment. The chlorophyll are the primary pigment which take an active part in the process of photosynthesis. Without the presence of chlorophyll, the process of photosynthesis is not possible. And at present time, 8 types of chlorophylls are known, which are chlorophyll A, B, C, D, E, bacteriochlorophyll O, bacteriochlorophyll B, and chlorobium chlorophyll. The molecular formula of chlorophyll A is C55, H72O5, N4, and Mg. And the molecular formula of chlorophyll B is C56, H70O6, N5, and Mg. Illustrator and Stoll established the structural formula of chlorophyll A. The chlorophyll molecule consists of a ring structure composed of 4 pyrrole nuclei linked by 4 CH bridges. 4 pyrrole nuclei constitute a profile in the center of which a magnesium atom is found. This is attached to 4 nitrogen atoms of the 4 nuclei. Chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B have exactly the same structure, excepting the chlorophyll B CH8 side chain is replaced by CHO group. The figure shows the structural formula of chlorophyll. It is supposed that chlorophyll are synthesized from simple amino acids like glycine and tetracarbon compounds like succinic acid through different intermediate compounds. The common or important properties of chlorophyll are: the chlorophyll absorbs the radiant energy of the sun. This adopts particular wavelength of light, and a single type of chlorophyll has particular absorption spectrum. Chlorophyll brings about photoionization, and chlorophyll has fluorescent property. The graph shows absorption spectrum at different wavelengths. The secondary pigments are carotenoids and phycobilians. Carotenoids are widely distributed in plants and remain located in chloroplast and chromoplast like chlorophylls. Carotenoids include orange carotenes and yellow xanthophyll. Carotenes consist of carbon and hydrogen, while xanthophyll contain oxygen also. The general formula for carotene is C40 and H54. Carotene was first isolated from carrot, so named carotenes. Tomato have natural carotenoids lycopene. The chief functions of carotenoids are number one, to protect against photodynamic distribution and to absorb and transfer light energy to chlorophyll A. Now phycobilins. Here are tetrapyros in which four joint pyros rings form a straight chain. They are intimately associated with the chloroplast. Phycobilins included red-colored phycoethins and blue-colored phycocyanins found in red and blue-green algae respectively. These are soluble in hot water, and the role of phycobilins is to absorb and transfer light energy. Now, the structure of chloroplast. Chloroplast contains 40 to 50% proteins, 23 to 25% phospholipids, 5% RNA, 5 to 10% chlorophyll A and B, and 1 to 2% carotenoids. Structurally, the chloroplast has a double layered envelope. Outer layer is called outer membrane and inner layer is called inner membrane. Within the outer and inner membrane, there is present a proteinaceous stroma which contain minute granules. In this stroma remain embedded several double-membered lamellae. In lower plants, the lamella do not differentiated into grana, and pigments are evenly distributed over the entire surface of the lamellae. Now the absorption spectrum of pigments. The major amount of incident light, about 80% is absorbed, 10% is reflected, and 10% is transmitted. These three types have different wavelengths. The part of radiant energy absorbed by chlorophyll is used in producing a chemical change, that is photochemical. The part of radiant energy which is re-emitted as light is known as fluorescence. The absorption of white light by the chloroplast is not uniform over the spectrum. Chlorophyll A absorbs blue and red light and transmit green light, whereas carotenoids absorb blue and green light and transmit yellow and orange or red light. All the plants show a major peak in the red region and a distinct lower peak at in the blue. In conifers, generally in conifers, both of which result mainly from light absorption by chlorophyll. The graph shows the absorption spectrum of some photosynthetic pigments. The absorption spectra shown are for pure pigments dissolved in non-polar solvents, except for curve 4. Curve 1 shows bacteriochlorophylls, more asymmetrical. Pi systems absorb blue, orange, and near infrared light. Curve 2 and 3 shows chlorophylls asymmetrical. Pi systems absorb blue and red light, whereas curve 5 shows hence symmetrical pi systems absorb blue light. Now transfer of energy. Chlorophyll A is the key substance in the photochemical reactions of photosynthesis. The light absorbed by carotenoids and phycobilins are transferred to chlorophyll A. The radiant energy is transferred from one molecule to the other in excited state of the molecule. The energy may be either trapped by chlorophyll or wasted as fluorescence or fluorescence and phosphorescence. Loss of energy by emission of light is called fluorescence. Robert Emerson made a precise measurement of quantum yield and observed significant decrease in quantum yield at 680 nanometer wavelength which he termed red drop. The quantum yield of photosynthesis falls off drastically for far red light or wavelength greater than 680 nanometer, indicating that far red light alone is inefficient in driving photosynthesis. The slide tip near 500 nanometer reflects somewhat lower efficiency of photosynthesis using light absorbed by accessory pigments. That is called red drop effect. Quantum yield. Quantum yield is defined as the number of oxygen molecules released per light quantum absorbed, and it can be restored by simultaneous application of shorter wavelengths. This photosynthetic enhancement is known as immersion effect. It gives the idea of two pigment system 1 and pigment system 2. The discovery of immersion effect has clearly showed that existence of two distinct photochemical process, one driven by wavelength exceeding 680 nanometer and the other by shorter wavelength. The rate of photosynthesis when red and infrared lights are given together is greater than the sum of the rate which they are given apart. The enhancement effect provided essential evidence in favor of the concept that photosynthesis is carried out by two photochemical systems working in tandem but with slightly different wavelengths optima. Photosynthesis is a very complex process including a series of chemical reactions. These chemical reactions take place in definite sequence and get influenced by specific enzymes or a group of enzymes. The formation of carbohydrates from carbon dioxide takes place in two major steps or stages. First is the light reaction, also called Hill reaction or chemical reaction, and second is dark reaction or Blackman's reaction. The two reactions, light reaction and dark reaction, together constitute the complete process of the photosynthesis. It appears that unstable molecules of intermediate compounds are formed in light reactions, and these are later converted into stable molecules by enzymes of the dark reaction. The light and carbon, they are dark reactions of photosynthesis. Light is required for the generation of adenosine triphosphate and NADPH, and the ATP and NADPH are consumed by the carbon reaction or dark reaction, which reduced carbon dioxide to carbohydrates or triose phosphate. Light reaction or Hill reaction or photochemical reaction takes place in two steps. Number one is photolysis and other is transfer of hydrogen. In the process of photolysis, the light gets absorbed by a group of chlorophyll molecules in the form of photons, and when one pigment molecule in such a group has absorbed a quantum of light, the photon raised an electron of the pigment to the higher level. This energy appears in high energy phosphate linkage in the third phosphate bond, ATP. This excited electron is completely expelled from the field of chlorophyll and accepted by other reducible components. Thus, chlorophyll in presence of light produces ATP, and this reaction is known as photophosphorylation. In this way, sunlight energy gets converted into chemical energy or ATP as given by the following expression. Chlorophyll pigment molecule in the presence of light quantum, the chlorophyll pigments get activated. According to Van and Hill, when this activated chlorophyll comes in contact of water, then water decomposes into reducing components H and strong oxidant OH. H is a strong electron donor, whereas OH is electron acceptor. During this reaction, oxygen gets liberated from water and hydrogen add to any that hydrogen acceptor. Hydrogen acceptor in green plant is triphosphopiridine nucleotide or TPN or NADP, which get reduced to TPNH2 as follows. Water reacts with TPN to form TPNH2 plus water. The ATP is the light energy molecule and gets formed by addition of a phosphate group to ADP, and this process is known as phosphorylation. The phosphorylation of ADP requires light energy and known as photophosphorylation. The photophosphorylation can be of two types: cyclic photophosphorylation and non-cyclic photophosphorylation. In cyclic photophosphorylation, chlorophyll A gets activated by sunlight and discharge electron which is taken by pyridoxine present in chlorophyll. This electron is then taken up by an electron acceptor plastoquinone. During this journey of electron, ADP gets converted into ATP and the electron on again liberation reaches back to chlorophyll A through cytochrome. In this process, no extra outer electron is used. The figure shows cyclic photophosphorylation, how chlorophyll A gets activated and liberates electron which is then taken up by pyridoxine and then plastoquinone, and again and ADP gets converted into ATP, and this liberated electron reaches back to chlorophyll A through cytochrome. And second is non-cyclic photophosphorylation. In this process, due to decomposition of water, the electrons are produced regularly, and due to relation of photophosphorylation in chlorophyll, formation of ATP takes place from light energy. Due to the activation of chlorophyll A, pyridoxine acts as electron acceptor and transfer it to NADP coenzyme, and the NADP catches hydrogen liberated from the water and gets converted to into NADPH2. In this way, electrons liberated from decomposition of water, active chlorophyll B reaches to high energy level. It is believed that the plastoquinone electron acceptor catches electrons and sends them to chlorophyll A through cytochromes, and the formation of ATP takes place side by side. This figure shows non-cyclic electron flow. When the quantum of red light of the wavelength P680 is absorbed by photosystem 1, a molecule of chlorophyll A gets absorb a photon, and the energy is transmitted to a chain of other chlorophyll molecules until finally it is transferred to a molecule of P700 which loses an electron, and the electron is then transferred to pyridoxine. This reaction is catalyzed by pyridoxine NADP reductase enzyme. The energy released in the transfer of electron from plastoquinone to cytochrome F is utilized to convert ADP and inorganic phosphate to ATP. Thus, photosystem second makes up the loss of electron of photosystem 1. In this way, through cyclic and non-cyclic reactions, water gets decomposed and liberates free oxygen. The hydrogen gets caught by hydrogen acceptor NADP or TPN. In this reaction, energy transformation takes place. It is utilized in the dark reaction. Now, the second reaction of photosynthesis is dark or Blackman's reaction, path of carbon, carbon dioxide fixation, or Calvin cycle. The Calvin cycle proceeds in three stages: carboxylation, reduction, and regeneration. In carboxylation, carbon dioxide is covalently linked to a carbon skeleton, and in reduction, during which carbohydrates is formed at the expense of the photochemically derived ATP and reducing equivalents in the form of NADPH, and regeneration. In regeneration, during regeneration, the carbon dioxide acceptor ribulose 1,5-biphosphate reforms. Chloroplast have ribulose diphosphate. Its formation takes place by the formation of 5-phosphoglyceraldehyde in chlorophyll 3. Ribulose phosphate, by getting the energy from the cyclic and non-cyclic phosphorylation, get converted into 3-ribulose diphosphate. 3-ribulose diphosphate. And now carbon dioxide from atmosphere enters into leaf through stomata and at once combines with ribulose diphosphate to form an unstable compound, which is 6-carbon sugar. This unstable compound very soon gets decomposed into molecules of phosphoglyceric acid. NADPH2 on liberation hydrogen converts phosphoglyceric acid into phosphoglyceraldehyde. In this reaction, the energy comes from ATP. In this way, carbon dioxide gets converted into carbohydrates. So, according to recent use, the final equation for photosynthesis may be as follows: 6-carbon CO2 plus 24 H2O. In the presence of light, sunlight, and chlorophyll, carbohydrate is produced, C6H12O6. 18 water molecules plus 6 oxygen molecules. Second is Hatch-Slack cycle or C4 cycle. Hatch and Slack in 1966 demonstrated that there is another alternate pathway of carbon dioxide fixation in higher plants. In this type of carbon dioxide fixation, carbon dioxide combines with phosphoenol pyruvic acid to form oxaloacetic acid. The enzyme is phosphoenol pyruvate carboxylase. The C4 cycle concentrates carbon dioxide in bundle sheath cell. The basic C4 cycle consists of 4 stages. First is fixation of carbon dioxide by the carboxylation of phosphoenol pyruvate or in the mesophyll cells to form C4 acid, malate acid or aspartate. And second is transport of the C4 acids to the bundle sheath cell. Third is decarboxylation of the C4 acids within the bundle sheath cells and generation of carbon dioxide, which is then reduced to carbohydrates through the Calvin cycle. And fourth is transport of the C3 acid, pyruvate or alanine, that is formed by the decarboxylation, step back to the mesophyll cells and regeneration of the carbon dioxide acceptor phosphoenol pyruvate. The C4 plant shows crunch type of anatomy. And now the factors affecting photosynthesis. The process of photosynthesis is affected by external as well as internal environmental factors. First is light. Without the presence of sunlight, the process of photosynthesis cannot be possible. Carbon dioxide, temperature. A suitable temperature is necessary for photosynthesis. The rate at which photosynthesis takes place is quite variable. Water, it is the most essential because it is one of the raw materials. Only about 1% water absorbed by plants and is utilized in this process. The internal factors are chlorophyll and second is protoplasm. Chlorophyll is the most important primary pigment responsible for photosynthesis. And protoplasm, apart from chlorophyll, contains the hydration of protoplasm. Enzymes present in protoplasm also affect the rate of photosynthesis. Accumulation of photosynthetic properties, accumulation of carbohydrates usually tend to reduce the process. The carbohydrates formed during the photosynthesis simultaneously being translated to other parts of the plant during the photosynthetic period. More food material is formed than translocated. And now significance of the photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the most significant to man for many reasons. Without plants, there will be no oxygen in the atmosphere and life would be almost impossible. The photosynthetic equation is therefore called life equation. Practically all the living beings are dependent on this process of plants. The green plants are actually factories in which the complex organic compounds are synthesized from simple inorganic material. The carbohydrates, fats, proteins and vitamins produced by plants are used by human beings and other animals. The photosynthesis is also important because in this process radiant energy of the sun is converted into chemical energy.